Interesting information on Delphi murders suspect on the morning of February 14, 2017. The bodies of Abigail Williams and Liberty German were found off a hiking trail in Delphi, Indiana. They had been reported missing the previous day. Cause of death is not known, however, their deaths were ruled homicides. The girls were last seen alive on the afternoon of February 13. They were dropped off near the Monon High Bridge, which spans a creek about 3 miles outside of Delphi. They were planning to go hiking and did not return home that evening. The next day, their bodies were found by searchers in a wooded area near the bridge. Investigators believe the girls were killed sometime between the afternoon of February 13 and the morning of February 14. They do not believe the girls were killed where their bodies were found, and they believe the killer may have tried to conceal the bodies. Investigators released a sketch of a man who was seen near the bridge around the time the girls went missing. He was wearing blue jeans, a blue jacket, and a hooded sweatshirt at the time. Investigators had also released audio of a man's voice saying, "Down the hill," that was captured on German cell phone. They believe this may be the killer's voice. By profession, Richard Allen was working as a pharmacy tech at CVS. Law enforcement was seen digging up his backyard, but no details of yet as to what was found. Some additional photos pertaining to suspect Richard Allen, who has been arrested in relation to the 2017 murders of Abigail Williams and Liberty German. A photo highlights Richard wearing a blue jacket similar to what was seen the day the murders took place. Another found on his wife's Facebook page includes an eerie photo of Richard Allen posing at a bar with a wanted photo of his sketch posted behind him. In the press conference held today by Indiana State Police, LA refused to go into any details on the evidence they have against Allen, however stating that it was substantial enough to make an arrest and that he is being held without bond. What are your opinions on the suspect? Any idea what you think led law enforcement to take Allen into custody? They had to have had some heavy evidence on the guy. Edit. Had to remove a photo of his daughter on the bridge as per request of the mods. Added some edits on the details of events. Added link to this morning's press conference in case some are interested. The family said earlier this year that the cops had DNA from the scene, even though I don't believe the cops ever released this info, so clearly they wanted to keep it secret. Cops don't even need a warrant to collect publicly accessible trash with your DNA on it, so the most likely scenario is that they already have him on a DNA match. Since I doubt they'd be charging him like this without very strong evidence. I mean, think about it. What other types of evidence could they possibly be using for murder charges? There are no living witnesses besides the killer. No one spoke up about having independent corroboration, evidence for 5 years, including the last 2 years that Klein's been in jail. And they were asking the public for leads on Anthony Shots as recently as a few months ago. Even if they found out he was connected to the Anthony Shots profile, they're not gonna press charges on something that's circumstantial alone. Unless they randomly stumbled across the murder weapon at his house, and somehow automatically knew it was the murder weapon. What other type of evidence is so strong that they'll immediately arrest you and charge you for murder on a 5-year-old case? I don't think it's some kinda weak circumstantial thing with social media accounts. I think they have him on DNA, and they identified him either through genetic genealogy or just a massive DNA dragnet where they were testing every guy they could in that area.